Hello everyone! In this video I would like to talk to you about pre-collection of items and then specifically about bees and what is the best way in my opinion to collect bees with the pre-collection. So I need to preface this a little bit for those of you who are not aware of pre-collection and what it does. Basically when you're playing solo and you want to take a lot of bees with you, it's very difficult because if you just put them over here and then you put one more here, and then maybe if you are really skilled you can put one more here without dying, and then when the ship leaves you have to like run back, grab the first bee, drop it, then run out, grab the second bee, drop it, run out, get the third bee, drop it. If you have 4 bees, there's no way you can collect them, and even with 3 bees, you might not be able to pull this off because you may get injured while trying to orchestrate all this. So, what is a better way of getting bees inside the ship? That is by pre-collecting them. So, to understand pre-collection, you have to understand collection. If we bring an item inside the ship, at the bottom right you see that it was collected, okay? You get this notification. Now, there are some ways to bring items and therefore beehives around the ship and fool the game into thinking that we are inside the ship, so it collects them. So I will show you an example. So you get this, you jump here, you see that I got the pre-collected notification. So the item is here and you should not touch it. If you grab it, then it will no longer be inside the ship, it will be outside and you're gonna lose it. If you don't touch it and you leave it there, when the ship takes off, it will still be there on the next day. Or you can just grab it when you're in company and bring it inside. You can do this also in some other areas. For example, you grab an item and you drop it here. It also gets collected. Also, if you bring an item and you drop it on top of the ship, this also gets collected. And there are 2 more points where you can pre-collect stuff. Basically, let me show you both in one go. One of them is here. And the other one is here. So these are the points. Now I will show you why these are the points. So there are some things around the ship, invisible walls. If you manage not to touch them, the game will think that you are inside the ship. So this is the ship, okay? When you're entering from this side, you're jumping, then you're entering the ship. If you jump on this railing here and not touch this purple obstacle, then as soon as you go on top of the ship, the game thinks that you are inside the ship. So if you drop the item here, it pre-collects it. Then if you go to this corner, which is my favorite because it's also easy, you just jump here and continue running and you drop it. You see this diagonal over here, you drop it, then it gets collected. You just must not touch this side and this side. On this side the walls are a little bit further away. If you go to this corner, this is trickier. You have to go very precisely in the middle of this diagonal line and drop the item, otherwise it's going to touch the walls and will not be collected. So I don't really recommend this. And here, that's just for fun. I mean, you want to do it for fun. So this is how and why pre-collection works. Now we can use this to our advantage with the bees. For example, we go to a bee, and if we're not fooling around with the keyboard and we're concentrated, we can also grab it. Okay. It got collected. Now you have to jump here and wait for the bees to come. Then you go down, but stay close to the bee. And then you leave, and then the bees will go on their hive. And this bee has been collected. You do not need to bring it inside the ship when the ship is leaving. It's already as if it's inside the ship. And the same way you can do in all other directions, but you don't really need to. I think that this is the best one. So there is a slight issue with this method, and the issue is that when you are doing other moons that have the ship not so close to the Earth as in Adamance, and you don't have so much space around to navigate, it can be tricky to jump on and then jump here. And you can get delayed, and the bees can get you and hurt you and sometimes even kill you. So there is another method with the bunk beds that you can pre-collect bees. You grab the cupboard. This is how I understand the method. I haven't really found a tutorial explaining this. I've watched other players, top players, do this, but I haven't found an explanation, so I had to investigate into this on my own and find how this works and why. So I found a way that works for me, and I'm going to explain it to you. So you can put it more back or more front. I think it needs to be more front than back. You can even remove the lower thing. So you're going to bring the bee the same way inside, but instead of jumping, you just go here, look slightly up, not too high. So if you look too high, then it's gonna be on the top shelf, and you don't want it to be on the top shelf. You want it to be on the bottom here. So you look a little bit high, diagonally, let's say 45 degrees, and you drop the bee and leave. You can also clip out, like drop the bee and clip out, but sometimes the clipping out doesn't work, and if you get stuck there, that's certain death. So I don't think that it's necessary to clip out. You can just leave the bee here and exit like this. So let's make an example of this. We need stamina. I'm gonna drop it here because I don't think I have enough stamina to complete this. So it's really easy not to get hurt with this method. The other method, especially in other moons, can get you real hurt. So the bees stay there. Now, sometimes the bees, especially in a normal game, I don't know why Imperium behaves differently sometimes, but in a normal game, or maybe it depends on the position of the cupboard, if you have it slightly more back or front, I'm not sure. But if the bees can see you and you go near them, and then they will start following you and lose the formation, and they are going to go on their beehive. Now here in Imperium, I don't know why this doesn't happen, but If you don't want to risk this, then you do the following. Oh, I'm running away from this beehive. Let's put the beehive here so that it doesn't affect us. So what you want to do is you want to go and break the line of sight from the left side, not from the right side, from the left always. You want to glue to the wall, get inside, then grab the bee and leave it inside. And then even if the bees get aggroed to you, they will always return to that point. So that's how I do it. Ah, I messed it up! That's not how you should be doing it. But you get the idea. I haven't practiced this method a lot. Not as much as I have practiced jumping on top of the ship, and I haven't practiced this method from that side a lot. I think that's why I got carried away with the momentum inside. I'm not used to bringing the bees inside like that. So we still need to go and get the hive. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound very good. I think that we did we? Yeah. We now have rock bees. So this is what you shouldn't do. I think this happened because I wasn't very strict with my line of sight here. I didn't hug the right side. Let's delete some bees. And let's be really careful and really strict about doing this correctly. No damage taken. Just hug the right side. Let's do this again. So we got some damage from the bees on top. I think I shouldn't have jumped out to the back. So jumped out to the side. And one more time. B. Uh-oh. So when we already have some bees on top, they can be aggroed, but they will always return up there when you have collected the hive the way that I did. If you haven't collected the hive like that, then things might get... Okay, so it's better if you go this way so that they will not aggro on you. Instead of going diagonally back, you go diagonally front. Now, let's try to collect one bee F2. And try not to get inside the ship from the momentum. Okay, so maybe it's not a good idea to do it from the other side. Maybe just jump, leave it here, and then get it in like that, because every time you run in the ship from the other side, the momentum can get you inside. Oh, what was that? Oh god, how did that happen? Alright. Both of them have the bees there. What does that mean now? That you need probably to put the beehives very much to the back. Oh wow. They don't seem to be aggroing now. So maybe it was just about having to bring the beehive back in the ship. You see, now they didn't even aggro the top ones. I think that what we were doing wrong was that we were not bringing the beehives totally to the back. So you have to bring them where the helm is. Let's see if this hypothesis of mine is correct. They are not aggroing now, you see? So that was it. Yeah, they're not aggroing now at all. That's definitely because of the position of the beehive. Probably you need to bring the beehive far away, as far away as you can from the bees. Because even if they are not in line of sight, they may get aggroed. And now? Hello bees! Hello! Woo! Woo! It's like they can't see you. Oh, amazing. So I used to bring the beehives at the back just because I've seen people do this, but I never knew why. So now we discovered something new together. They can't get you. Amazing. Not even if I go up here. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, okay. So maybe don't go that close. Okay. Yeah, you don't need to push your luck like I'm doing here. Alright, I hope that this was useful for you, and see you next time. Goodbye.